Hi, I'm Drew. I'm the video editor for Dave Z, and I'm working for him for about 9 months.
All right, so next up, we're doing an interview with it's either John or it's Drew or it's John Drew. I never know what to call you because you guys, it's pretty common. Like, there's a lot of names. Tell me about that. Tell me, why does everybody that works with us have like one or two names?
Here in Philippines, we have nicknames. Some of my friends call me Drew. Some of my workmates call me John. So either way, it's
Pick which one you want. But you are my video, digital, anything that I need that's either PowerPoint or graphics but mostly video. But that's your specialty. I think you're a great photographer, great video person. How did you get into that? Let's talk about that. How'd you get into that?
I started last 2016 when my wife decided to get married. In Philippines, we have traditions like before you're getting married, we have so-called prenup, pre-wedding videos. I saw my friends, they are so happy doing the video thing. So I decided why not try also the video, the photography. So after we get married, I asked my wife can I have some of our budget to buy a camera? So
they're not cheap. I know the camera you brought here because you've helped me buy cameras. They're not cheap.
I started buying the cheap one because I don't have any idea on photography yet. But as grows by, as I learn more of photography and videography, I try to sell and get like a good camera. Right now, I already invested on photography gear and videography gear. So
when we first got started, how long have you been with me now?
for about 9 months.
Almost about 9 months, yeah. And you sent me the gear list, right? And I looked at that and just told my wife, I'm like, hey, a bunch of boxes are going to start showing up from Amazon, right? And it was pretty exciting. I got to say, it was pretty exciting. And what was nice is, if you're watching this, you're like, oh, do I need a video editor? It was really nice to trust somebody because I interviewed a lot of people, right, to get to you. And so I went through a lot of people, and Drew, he's going to make this happen. I remember telling you, like, I want you to be the director. I want you to own this department, and I'm just going to do what you say. And you just put that gear list together. I just started making charges, and boxes were coming up. And I think I double ordered a few things. I still have some extra sets, but camera was showing up and the lenses were showing up, and it was great to be able to trust somebody help me build that. I think that's what stops a lot of people is they don't know what to do, but you really made that easy for me. And then what you make so easy is all I have to do is shoot a video and send it to you. If somebody wants to get into video editing and they're in the Philippines, where did you start learning that stuff? How did you learn? Did you teach yourself, or tell me about that?
I started watching YouTube videos. So everything is in YouTube. You have to search. You just have to know what you really like.
Yeah. Well, and I can tell you're a good student because you get things done. What has been the best part about working virtually? Let's start with like your top three.
Working virtually gives you time. You can do your work on your own pace. Like I mostly work on nighttime because my creative juices becomes active when hits on 9 p.m. And then after that, I don't feel like doing another work, and then I have to rest.
And so like we call that autonomy. That is, right, and that autonomy is huge. I think one of the number one needs for human beings is that they feel like they're in control versus be here at this time, and you have to do this, and this. There are a lot of jobs that require that, right? If you want to play in the NFL and you want to be a football player, you can't be, I'll play that game tomorrow. Now you're going to play from this time to this time. But we want that control and that freedom. So it gives you that, especially on the video editing side, you can do that. What are the other two, or one or two?
So I already said the time, but still, this is a business and always has a time frame. So make sure we are professional to just finish the task on time.
Yeah, deliver it when we need it. What's the biggest drawback to working virtually?
I'm an introvert, so I don't need like a bigger set of friends. One of the drawback, if you are extrovert, you need a lot of socialization. When you work as a VA, because you are always on your house, the communication with your friends may be lessen and lessen. So
that makes sense. What was life like? What did mom and dad do? What was the house situation? And like, where are you today? And like, would you say you're doing better than people your age? Maybe doing the same, maybe doing worse. But tell me about how it was growing up. What'd your mom and dad do?
So my mom is a teacher, public school teacher, and my father is a driver. Honestly, we are not earning that much, and we are in the poor family.
Growing up, poor family. Okay. Where are you today? So you're saying you're maybe doing a little bit better than
better than before when I haven't started doing the VA job.
Do you own? Do you rent? right now?
We have our own house, and we bought at last 2022.
22. So you own a home now, which is amazing. I love to hear that. Obviously, we do real estate. So what people own, I think it's amazing. I think it's a core thing that we want, that peace of mind, that freedom. What would stop somebody like me in America hiring somebody like you? Why do you think somebody would stop that? Because obviously it helps my business tremendously to not have to pay. It's very hard to hire good video people in America. It's very expensive. I don't think they do the same quality of job that you do. What would stop somebody like me, you think?
Maybe they are not get used to it. Maybe this is a new idea for them, because jumping into new idea, it is scary for first time that, I don't have any ideas for that system. So it might be a drawback for them to enter into this field. But I can say this is the future for the business, because the world is changing very fast. I started working online 2011. Haven't experienced that. But after the pandemic, because of that pandemic, they are started growing and become more popular and more.
It's going to grow. It's growing a lot. It's helped my business tremendously. Right, it allowed me to go from 12 people in America to 4 people in the Philippines. And what that did for my business is going to allow me to grow my business and be much more profitable. I'm so glad you're with us, man. I love having you on the team. I love the work that you do. I think you do a great job in the videos. And, it's a good skill. You know how to use a camera, but then you got to know how to use behind the scenes, right? You got to learn a lot. So biggest piece of advice to somebody in your country who wants to get started doing this, what's your biggest advice that wants to work virtually?
Well, just start now. It is the first step, but very hard to do. Just start now.
I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm looking forward to some more time together.